Today we're going to talk about everything you need to know going into Q4 through the end of the year. We're going to talk about the things you should be thinking about picking up right now. Some of the things you may want to consider selling if you're worried about things coming down in value, but there are risks to that we're going to discuss. We're going to talk about some of the rumors on the rumor mill, right? Everything talking about Black Friday, Christmas time, end of the year, presidential election, all that good stuff. And try to get an overall grasp of the best way to prepare and attack this market going through the last 3 months of this year. Before we do that though, I gotta shout out today's video sponsor. It is Arizona TCG. They are a consignment service for your PSA, BGS, and CGC slabs. They run everything through their 100% positive feedback, over 12,000 follower, over 2,000 items sold eBay store, meaning you're gonna get all the eyes of eBay on your items and they're gonna go for top dollar. They have very transparent fees, only 13.5%. Anything under $100 is an extra $5 shipping fee. Let's be honest, that's as good or better than what it's going to cost you to do all the work yourself on eBay. So make sure to check them out. If you have slabs to move, I'll leave the links in the description in the comment section below. All right, let's start off with the best things to pick up around this time. It's not like a top 5, investment video, but there are a couple things I do think you should be looking at. One in particular, Paldea. Guys, Paldea Evolved, it's a screening buy. It's looking you right in the face, and I get it. You go online, you listen to this person here, that person there, you read all these crazies in the Discord, right? I've seen crazies in my own Discord, people saying it's going to go to $100, it's going to go below $100. Guys, I'm just going to tell you all the information and you do what you want. I don't have 100 cases of Paldea. I'm not trying to protect my money. I'm giving it to you straight, okay? I've been picking up more Paldea as well. I have been buying, so I'm not telling anything that I haven't done myself, all right? Paldea Evolved. I've talked to multiple card shop owners, people who sell online that have distribution. Everyone I've talked to has got very limited amounts of Paldea, and most everyone has had to take them in bundles, bundled with other things you don't really want, but you can kind of flip those and almost break even just so you can get the cases lower. Very, very, very limited amounts of Paldea product. This is not a large-scale reprint. People didn't get anywhere near what they would have wanted, right? If they had open order, they would have ordered probably 10 times the amount. And it is getting eaten up extremely quickly, right? Some of your favorite online independent LGS sites have put up sales and they're gone almost instantaneously. People have tried to start lowering the price on TCG Player. They've put it in like the mid 130s. They get snap bought basically. And as of this morning, right, Monday, September 30th, the price is back up to $145 a box on TCG Player. The cases are still a bit lower. I think the cases are still in the mid 800s. I do expect those to go back up as well. And I do not think this is going to be a major price erosion scenario, right? You would need either a couple things to happen. You would need a ton of supply to hit the market. You would need some supply and demand to be going down at the same time, which it's not. Or you would need more of a bear market where people aren't very confident. They don't, they're not spending money. None of those things are happening. And so I don't see a scenario where this box continues to trend down. I think it's going to snap back very quickly. And with a lot of people out there, not just me, but a lot of people believe this could be the last Paldea Evolved booster boxes we see. We may not get more. I'm not here to spread rumors. I'm not here to, get people to panic. We could get more reprints in the future. That is not out of the question. All right. So don't take this as I'm telling you, you have no other chance. You may, but you'd be a fool to not say we may also not get more. This may be the lowest price we ever see again on Paldea Evolved booster boxes. It is what it is, right? I mean, we're going into the 8th set, right? They're getting ready for all these new crazy sets next year, Evolution set, Team Rocket set. Like, Pokemon moves on. And so, I'm just here to tell you, I've been picking up more Paldea Evolved booster boxes and cases every chance I get when I find them on the lows. When I'm talking about low, I pick some up near $700 a case. I pick some up just over $700 a case. Some of these crazy, deals some of these online LGSs put out and blow them out. But if you find anywhere close to that, or even anywhere under $800 in my opinion, on eBay, TCG Player, another trusted site, it might be a good idea to pick it up. You may not get another chance. I think Paldea is going to continue to be one of the better performing sets in this era. I know we have, 4 more sets after Surging Spark to see. I know a lot of the best sets come at the end of the year, but I do think Paldea is going to hold up very well. I don't know where it's going to rank at the end, but I would guess it's going to be in the top half. It is going to be in the top 6 sets of this era, in my opinion, both quality, the set wise, and investability wise. So I think Paldea is a pickup if you have a chance to pick it up. Next up, I want to be on record saying this. I tried to comb through my older videos I've made in the past few weeks, a month. I couldn't exactly find if I said this on a video. I think I have, but I wanted to make sure I did put this out there so people know I did say it and I wasn't like a bandwagon guy, all right? Because I did put this out on my Patreon. If you guys don't know, I have a Patreon program. It's $10 a month, and I do put out, monthly market analysis videos where I now analyze the singles and the sealed market and talk about plays out there. And then we also have a monthly live stream as well as you get, 5% discount, pack breaks, all that. But I did put a video out in there about a month ago talking about alt arts. I do believe alt arts are going to have a second wind coming up. I believe Sword and Shield will also follow them. I think since like all the love lost for Sword and Shield lately, we've seen the boxes like erode a little bit in price. Nothing's been crashing, right? People think it's like some great crash. They've been eroding a bit, right? 10, 15. I don't even think they're 20% down. I think they're 10, 15% down. And so the same thing with the alt arts. A lot of the major alt arts, they've dropped a little more. They're singles. Singles are more volatile than sealed product. Maybe, 15, 20, 30% down. Somewhat more, but not many. And so they've reached a point, though, where if you pull up every single alt art chart, not all of them, right? All the top ones. Say the top, 2, 3, 4 in each set, right? They've all done the same pattern where they all shot up, they all came down, and they all started to stagnate and plateau. Those are the times you want to be moving into things if you believe in them. Now, I'm not here to tell you that alt arts are 100% going to be a great investment, but if you've been looking to move into them, you've been waiting for a time, this is usually the time you look for. When they're no longer dropping, right? And before they have their next run, right? Those are normally the safer times to move into things and start eating up and getting positions in them. So, Umbreon VMAX, if you haven't seen, it's already started to make its run. It has already started to run up again. You can go check TCG Player. I believe it's getting close to or has passed $1,000 a raw card again. And, obviously it's the first one to move. I do think others are going to start to follow, right? Your Garatinas, your Lugias, your Gengars, your Blazikins, all the major alt arts, right? You know who they are. I'm not telling you to go dig through sets and buy like a Skuntank or a Medicham or some crazy stuff, but the top alt arts of the popular species of the cards people actually want to chase, I do believe we're going to see a second wind and another rise on those. I do think it'll be coupled with Sword and Shield booster boxes performing well as well. Now, I'm not giving a time frame on this, right? I don't know. That's why I told you this is not an October best investment video. I don't know if it's going to be October, November, December, next year, but I would presume, my opinion is, I think in the next 1 to 6 months, right? 1 to 6 months. So anywhere this year or the next few months or the first few months of next year, I believe we're going to see another run on alt arts. I think it'll probably get to and maybe even eclipse their all-time highs in my opinion and continue to run. And I think once that kind of move starts, it'll attract a lot of attention back to those and it'll just propel them further. Guys, you can like it or not, this is an emotional hobby. When people see things move, they see money being made, it attracts them to that area and they want to make money too. This may not be the best investing strategy for those people. However, understanding the way that market works, you can get ahead of it and you can make money off everyone FOMOing into things like that. Yes, it'll have another rise, it'll have more falls, and that's how the market works, right? I don't think these cards are ever going to go steady. They're too, I don't know how to say it. They're too commercialized cards at this point, right? They're too known. And so every little move is going to be publicized and it's going to be on content, right? Every move down, every move up, which is going to cause more people to look at it and more people to want to jump in. And so I do believe the alt arts, okay? On record, okay? So you can laugh at me in 6 months if I'm wrong. I do believe the alt arts are going to go on another run. And if you've been waiting to pick them up for your collection, if you want to make a play on them, I think it probably is a good time moving into Q4. Now, anything you want to be getting rid of? Well, I'll be honest with you. Some of these XY boxes, there's two ways to look at it. They're being opened, so there's less and less available every single day, right? And a lot more disappearing into permanent collections where people really just won't let them go unless some catastrophic thing happens in their family, or maybe they just really want the money. They get to the point where they're ready to sell out their collection, whatever it may be. But there's a chance that we just don't see any more of these boxes hit the market and they just get more and more scarce and the prices keep up forever. However, there's another school of thought saying, sometimes you want to sell into strength. And when you see, boxes like XY base set that really doesn't have a lot of good cards in it go from $900, $950 up to $1,500 plus, well, maybe it's a good time to take a game when you see an over 50% move in less than a year, right? Same thing goes for some of these other XY sets, some of these other Sun and Moon sets. And I understand, right? I understand in the moment, right? When you see everything moving and the euphoria is setting in, and then you reinforce that belief with what I believe too is, well, there's less and less available. Streamers are opening these every single day. There's less on the market every single day. It's just going to go up forever. It's dangerous to think that way, right? There will come a time in the market where a downturn happens, where people need money. They no longer want the items. They moved on to different parts of the hobby. They don't want those in their collection anymore. They think they can use that money somewhere else better. And you will see times where the market has a surplus of these items and less people wanting them. And when that happens, you start seeing that price competition go down. I know it's crazy, right? Sometimes people newer to the hobby, they can't ever understand prices coming down. They think, well, if the last one sold at 800, well, obviously everyone's going to list it at least 800 or more. It's like, well, yeah, until like 5 people have them at 800 and they're not selling. And then someone says, well, I want to sell this. And they list it at 775 and then 750. And then you eventually get to a price point where people want to pay and it levels out. But that could happen for XY and Sun and Moon again in the future. I don't know, again, when, 3, 6, 9 months, a year, where the prices get inflated too much too fast, and then they kind of start to go stagnant, cool off, and people say, you know what, I got caught up in this hype. I think that money can be used somewhere else. Maybe I don't want to put, almost $500 in a Forbidden Light box. Maybe I can just almost buy an Evolving Skies for a couple $100 more. Or maybe I can buy a bunch of these new Scarlet Violet era sets. Or you know what? If I go ahead and sell my my Breakthrough box for $800, I can go buy like over a case and a half of Surging Spark. Or I can buy a bunch of Team Rocket or the Evolution set, right? Or the Gym Trainer set that's coming out. So you never know how new things released and new market sentiments are going to affect the market. So if you've been holding those things and you're getting a little antsy about it, maybe time to take some profits on some of those. Also, 151, right? I don't know. 151 is something that can go to the moon forever. It seems like they're dropping reprints of it. They're not official reprints, but there's tons of bundles being flowed through Walmart. There's tons of UPCs that flowed through Costco. It seems like there's always tons of products showing up everywhere, like by the tens of thousands of products, and they get eaten up in no time. And the prices really don't get affected. The singles prices just go higher. Look at 151 Charizard. It's up to like 120, 130 in a near mint. It's going for high 300s now, which is actually a price rise. That card was getting near $300 in a PSA 10. Now it's back to almost $400 in a PSA 10. I don't know what to tell you. It seems like the more product we get, the more the price rises, the more the singles value rise, even though there's more of the singles on the market every single day. It makes no sense. The hype is real. I don't know. 151 just may be one of those animals that can't get cooled off. They couldn't cool off Japanese 151. They can't cool off English 151. However, if they try and they start just ripping reprints, you could see some very serious price erosion, price decline on your items. And so if you're really antsy about it, you're worried, maybe 151 is a good time to sell and take some profits. Now listen, here's the dangerous part. You may never be able to buy those again, right? There's a situation where the reprints are small like Paldea, or they just keep running them through these weird Walmart, Costco type drops, and the prices never really come down too much, and maybe you can never find those items again for less than what you're paying right now. Now look, again, I don't want to cause FOMO. Anytime someone says something like this, the comment section loads up with, Alex, you're crazy. They reprint everything. They're going to reprint all this stuff. It's going to go down to zero. Okay, great. Then just go sell everything and wait for it, right? I'm not trying to tell you to do one thing or another. All I'm saying is you have to be a fool, right, to not at least explore both scenarios, right? Scenario one, I get it, right? They reprint it into the ground, everything goes to real low like Crown Zenith, and it sits there for a long period of time. You can pick it up anytime you want for really cheap. Or, right, 151 Japanese scenario, right? It got printed right into the ground. It stayed there for like a day, and then it started to rise back up, and now it doubled again, right? Or, there are sets, guys. I know everyone hates to hear this. They hate hearing this. There have been sets in every single era that have not got a booster box reprint. It's happened. It can happen again. I know 151's not a booster box, but there are sets, for whatever reason in Pokemon's playbook, they don't have reprints or they don't have large-scale reprints. It happens. And so you have to be foolish to at least not even entertain the idea that could happen with 151. The likelihood, I think it's very low, right? I think 90, 95, you can say 99%, they're going to reprint this set heavily. But if they don't and you sell everything now, just be okay with possibly never being able to get it back at these cheaper prices. Just that's all I'm saying. So 151 could be a sell. All right, going into some of the rumors, all right? This time of year is my favorite time of year. I love it. I love this time of year because I get to go on the Discords and I get to hear the comment sections. And there's one phrase you're going to hear. You ready for it? Well, I'm waiting till Black Friday to buy everything. I'm holding off till Black Friday. Guys, people think they're living in when did Black Friday start? Like 2000? They think they are living like 20 years in the past, okay? They think Black Friday is this crazy sales event still where everything across the board gets slashed in price and you can pick up anything you want for pennies on the dollar. Guys, that's not how this works. It didn't work that way last year. It's not going to work that way this year, right? There will be sales on Black Friday on specific items, on specific sets. However, anyone waiting for this Black Friday time, Alex, I am going to pick up Evolving Skies for half price on Black Friday. No, you're not. You're not. You're just not. Sorry. Alex, Paldea Evolved, people picking it up now. It's going to be like $80 on Black Friday. I had someone tell me this. Guys, I was making up the Evolving Skies one. I literally had someone tell me that on Black Friday and on TikTok or somewhere, you're going to see Paldea boxes for $80. That's what they said. And so people really start believing this ridiculous stuff. Guys, you'll be able to find some deals, but it's not this day where all Pokemon product is dirt cheap, right? It's not going to happen. And I've seen too many people wait for Black Friday, wait till Christmas, wait till the end of the year, waiting for these enormous deals. They never come, and then next year comes and everything's higher than it was before, and they're like, well, when do I get in? You don't. You lost out. You missed. And so, not here to cause FOMO. Once again, it's like a third or fourth time I said this, but if you see deals, that you know are deals that are marked down, a sale going on, a coupon, a reprint, your best bet may be to buy some of that product. Maybe if you don't want to go all in because you're worried there might be lower prices in the future or Black Friday or other sales, whatever, then don't. But it may make sense to start taking some nibbles and getting some positions built up in case you're wrong and Black Friday is just another shopping day with a few things marked down, a few doorbusters here and there to get you in the door, and then everything else is still freaking full price. Or maybe there's a 5-10% coupon, maybe TikTok puts out some coupons, but you're not going to see these deals that seem too good to be true because they are, right? Or if they, maybe have some one thing marked way down, you can get quantity of one or something crazy. And so be really careful with all the rumors swirling around that stuff and getting too passive on all the deals now and say, you know what, Black Friday is when I'm saving all my money. I'm saving every dollar from here until then. I'm not going to spend a single dime. And then when Black Friday gets here, I'm going to really, because what happens is Black Friday will get there. The deals won't even be that good, but people will spend all kinds of money, right? Because they planned on it, right? And then Cyber Monday will come here and they'll buy all kind of stuff on Amazon and stuff because they planned on it. It's not even because the deals could be better right now. You could have a better deal on a product right now, but because it's Black Friday and people had planned to spend that day, they'll spend more money just because they planned on it. And so be really careful kind of being in Discords and looking at comment sections and hearing other creators because they will give you a very warped view. You will be living in this warped reality of with unrealistic expectations on what's to come. And again, look, last time I'm saying it, no FOMO here. If you don't want to buy anything, if you think Black Friday is going to be the day, or you think Christmas time is going to be the day, end of the year sale, whatever it may be, wait for it, right? I never tell anyone what to do. All I want to tell you is, again, don't be foolish. Think about both sides of the coin and make an educated decision based on all the information. Don't get wrapped up in, the news cycle and the panic and the rhetoric and rumors and all that stuff. Guys, I'm here. I'll make videos, right? I've got tons of contacts in this industry now that have distribution. They hear about reprints. They hear about restocks. They hear about all that stuff. I'll make a video. I'll tell you what's real. Anything I'm not making a video about, I'm not gatekeeping information. I'll let you know, right? If something else is coming down the pipe, I'll let you know right now there's nothing confirmed, right? And so anything you're hearing is rumors. And so if you want to make plays based on rumors and emotion, go for it. If you want to make plays based on actual information, well, that's what I do. So that's all I got today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll be back here in a new one soon. I'm out.